closing in on game time at Miller Park. It's Phillies baseball next on the show. Just a short drive west of downtown, we're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight the road trip continues with the first of 4 between the Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, folks. Welcome back to Phillies baseball here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers right here. Each of these guys coming off of a loss in his last start, so they'll each be wanting to turn things around in this game.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, as their order will read like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. Striding in is the leadoff man, Jimmy Rollins, and we are just about set for baseball here. And this is going to be a foul ball.
First pitch, 7-10.
Right back up the middle here, and this is past the mound and into center field as the leadoff man reaches to start the night. So the leadoff man is aboard to start the series, and with that, let's look at how the Brewers align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Number 19 will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And this is fouled at the plate. A runner at first with no outs here. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Chase Utley will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Davis will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Darren Ruff will stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on base plus slugging, and his is in the stratosphere so far.
Yeah, and just for the record, the Major League leader a year ago was Miguel Cabrera. He had an OPS of 1.078, so he's outpacing a guy who nearly won a 2nd Triple Crown.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball, and it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Now 0-2, you got to be wary of that changeup. This is where he likes to throw it, and it doesn't always have to be a strike.
2 out with the man at first. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 0-2 home. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Weeks will put this one away, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Now a look at the starting lineup for Ron Renicke's Milwaukee Brewers, and it looks like this. They'll go to work against the most valuable player from the 2008 World Series, the changeup specialist, left-hander Cole Hamels. Gene Segura will stand in now. And speed is definitely a big weapon in his arsenal. He currently sits 3rd in the National League stolen base chase. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. So with 1 away, we'll give you a look at the dimensions here at Miller Park. 332 down the line in left, 390 out to the alley in left center, and even 400 to straightaway center field, 381 to right center, and 325 down the line in right. Carlos Gomez will dig in now, and as you can see, he enters play 5th in stolen bases in the National League. Fouled straight back. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Hooking just foul by a matter of inches that time. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And Furcal camps under this one for route number 2.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Aramis Ramirez will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 1-0 now to Ramirez. Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. We've played an inning. No score. Rafael Furcal will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Now the first pitch of the inning is a fly ball out to straightaway left. Davis is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second. John Mayberry steps in now.
John Mayberry Jr.
Here's a ball lined up and over the head of Segura. It's short. It's on into left center for a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games.
Catcher Humberto Quintero.
Humberto Quintero will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. Throw back to first. Doubles him up, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Ryan Braun will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this pitch is hit hard as it'll fall into right field for their first hit of the ball game. Jonathan Lucroy will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Now a changeup here, and he's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 14 on the season, and the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Chris Davis will stand in, and it was his home run that, remember, was the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting 7th,
Ricky Weeks will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. One-0 pitch is a circle change swung on and missed, 1-1.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. A little discipline from Weeks here. It's 3-1 now.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great hitting time.
batting 8th, first baseman,
Mark Reynolds will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as they jump ahead of Reynolds here, 0-2. On the move is Weeks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And they're not going to get Weeks. He's in there with a stolen base. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. Willie Peralta will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. And a ball, 1-0. For Weeks, stolen base number 2 on the year now. That one's a called strike, back even at 1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Andres Torres will lead it off here for the Phillies, and if he can get on, they'll have Cole Hamels on deck to perhaps try to sacrifice him along. Now the first pitch. third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Here's Weeks at second base. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Cole Hamels will dig in here. First pitch on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And Braun will handle this one for route number 2.
The shortstop, number 11, Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
Come on, Brew Crew.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And now a rocket into right field. Really squared that one up perfectly. It's a base hit. And some trouble now in right field. So they'll get a 2-out base runner here as we check out the list of the best hitting teams roughly midway through the season. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, 4th in the NL in that category. Number 19 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. A check on Rollins, now the pitch. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Gomez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail things here 2-0. Gene Segura will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
The shortstop, Gene Segura.
And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Number 19 is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the third.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Carlos Gomez will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. And this is going to be a foul ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fouled back. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Aramis Ramirez will try it again. He flew out his first time. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he takes a cold strike one. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Now a ground ball towards the hole. Up with it is Rollins. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw. And that'll be scored an infield single. Ryan Braun will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Brewers strand 1. They're up 2-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, and Chase Utley getting set to start things out here in the Phillies half of the inning. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And they'll try to get Utley to chase, but he holds off. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And this is swung on and missed by Utley as he's retired for out number 1.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Darren Ruff will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Jonathan Lucroy will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You can't try to outthink him up there. Just get a good pitch and square it up.
Just does manage to get there as this is bounced foul. And this ball will be chopped foul. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
Chris Davis will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Ricky Weeks will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And that misses, ball 1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Rollins.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Mark Reynolds will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. In there for strike 1, 0-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. John Mayberry will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Oh, and that caught a piece of him as it went by. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Humberto Quintero will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Well, you always want to be aggressive at the plate, but my goodness, look at that ball-to-strike ratio so far. These guys are swinging at everything. I mean, everything.
Andres Torres will stand in. He grounded out his first time. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Willie Peralta will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Quintero is out of the crouch, and he stays with it for route number 1.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Gene Segura will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Carlos Gomez will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. 2-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Swing and a tapper out in front. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning. His club needs to get him some runs, however. It's 2-0. Cole Hamels will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And that misses, 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swing and an easy one for the first baseman. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
1 out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th. And that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a swing and a fly ball. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Number 19 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 2-0. Aramis Ramirez will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers' half of the sixth. And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike one. Now the 0-1 is swung on and hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. Ryan Braun will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Now a ball lined towards center field. In there, a base hit. Jonathan Lucroy will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Step on the bag for one. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We're through 6 full. It's the Brewers 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Chase Utley will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
First pitch coming. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Called strike 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Darren Ruff will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Rafael Furcal will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Gomez is underneath this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Phillies down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Chris Davis will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And digging in's the second baseman, Ricky Weeks. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, and that ricochets off him on the mound as it deflects towards second. And they wind up getting the out at first, although the other runner does move up 90 feet to third. And looked like he really left himself open after he released, and this ball came back and got him pretty good. And without speculating too much here, it's looking, at this point at least, like he will be able to continue out there. We should hope. Mark Reynolds will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. Runner away from third. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Willie Peralta will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. And the throw will come to Utley covering the bag as the sacrifice works that time.
You know, in this situation, some people may say, with one out, why not just let him swing away? You know why you don't let him swing away? Because as a pitcher, that's why. All you can hope for is for him to go up there and make a productive out, and that's what he did.
Gene Segura will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Brewers are out in front, 3-0. John Mayberry will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. And this is past Ramirez down the line, a fair ball.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since they've even had a base runner out there. You have to go all the way back to the 3rd inning to find the last one, and they've been stopped dead in their tracks ever since.
Humberto Quintero will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You've got to wonder if fatigue's becoming a bigger factor here to start the 8th.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Andres Torres will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now this is lined over the head of Weeks and into right center. It's a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Ryan Howard is going to grab a bat now and hit for the pitcher Hamels.
Number 6, Ryan Howard.
Now here's a swing by Howard, and the big fella launches this one out to deep right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. Ryan Howard unloads on a 3-run homer. And even 30 home runs on the year. And the Phillies have pulled even now at 3-3.
No surprises here. He's been doing this all season long. Whenever they've needed him, he's been there, and he delivers again in the clutch with a big home run to tie the ball game.
Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Renicky out of the Milwaukee dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Jim Henderson will get the call here as he'll take over with one gone in the top of the 8th.
Jim Henderson.
Jimmy Rollins will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Number 19 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
And a fastball that's taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Davis will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Chase Utley will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Fouled back. Swing and a miss as the count goes to 0-2 on Utley.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Reynolds will tuck this one away, and the inning is over. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Al Albuquerque will come in and pitch now. Carlos Gomez will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball. And that is swung on and missed, so they'll keep Gomez off base here, and there's 1 away.
Well, he went after him with all sliders. Just one after another after another. Just couldn't do a thing with any of them.
Scooter Gennett will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. In the air to center. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Ryan Braun is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Irving Falou has come into the ball game now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Now playing third base, number 65.
Darren Ruff will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Davis is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, but he ranges back to put this one away.
Rafael Furcal will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Ran it in on the fists. 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. He's gotten that pitch past him twice here. Now, do you push your luck or give him something else?
Let it ride. Keep it out of the zone. See if he'll chase.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. John Mayberry will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now. Look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, catcher,
Humberto Quintero. We'll see if he can find a gap somewhere as he's got the possible go-ahead run at first with 2 down. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1, still tied 3-3. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. And this is low, ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Close pitch. Maybe just off the plate, but if it was, it wasn't by more than half an inch or so.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And boy, this is exactly how you want your leadoff hitter to approach an at-bat. He's showing a lot of patience, and it's worked out so far.
Barehanded pickup, throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Chris Davis is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, this was not one of the sharpest sliders he's going to throw. You see it flatten out a bit, just a 7-inch break, but I was in a good spot, and he couldn't make contact.
Ricky Weeks will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Oh, a hard hit ball that'll be caught over there at first. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score remains tied at 3-3. Andres Torres will lead it off here in the top of inning number 10.
Right fielder, Andres Torres.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's one hit towards the hole. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Yeah, and that's going to be a bit of a turnaround right here. You figure off the crack of the bat that you've got the first out of the inning. Instead, now you're looking at a runner in scoring position following that error.
Carlos Ruiz will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 51, Carlos Ruiz.
And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. A quick out number one. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
A perfect job there of getting it down. So now that's the go-ahead run right there over at third with just one out.
Jimmy Rollins will have a chance here in a crucial spot with the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Your job right here on the mound, gotta think strikeout number one, ground ball number two. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And a pitch out. Perhaps they thought the squeeze would be on. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. And he will make the catch out there in left center, but that should be plenty deep to do the job. And he will come in to score. It's a sacrifice fly, and it delivers the go-ahead run as they've now taken the lead here in the late innings. Number 19 will dig in. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike one.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
Fouled back. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. So 1 run on no base hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom. Lyle Overbay will loosen up to pinch hit here to lead off the home half of the 10th as they try and get that run back. Antonio Bastardo will try to wrap things up here and save things in the bottom of the 10th.
Antonio Bastardo.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Number 15, Caleb Yendo.
Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line. Now a fastball, and it's hit on the ground as short. Up with it is Rollins. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. Throw on to first, he'll take care of him, and the Phillies have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And the Phillies offensively here tonight were led by the exploits of this man, Ryan Howard. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned